gentlemen, welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Tay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.
That's a rude awakening of note, bro. But good morning to the folks. What's up to the youngins and bless up to the world. It's your boy Jay Paris. We coming to you live on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning from Johannesburg, South Africa. It's the Morning Shake powered by the Inside Show, and it's one of the best podcasts in the world. Xavier's just running a tad bit late, but he will be in the studio. Just a meeting that is quickly attending to, but he will be here in a few. But we got Mr. Clayton in the building, though, in the paddock. What's up, bro?
He's here. I'm here. That meeting was running late, bro. It was traffic. It's bad, bro.
Just a young meeting now. Big facts. Bro, my ears are almost gone, bro.
Hey, brother.
And
Is
you
this
know
outputs of the speakers here that you put in the wrong place the whole time?
Hey, oh, there, I see what you're saying, bro. And for some of us, you know that our ears and our eyes are
Very important.
bread and butter, bro.
Ear gate and the eye gate.
Bro, isn't your ears and your eyes your bread and butter?
Mine is, yeah.
That's
Mine
what I'm
is,
saying.
for most people, this is.
Yeah,
okay, for
bro.
some people, athletes, it's their legs. For singers, it's their voice.
But for the pastor, it's the voice.
The voice, bro.
Yeah, okay, voices.
But
voices
ears and
are big
eyes
thing.
are the things that informs the voice because it's coming into. That's how the information is going in. Bro, I want to speak
What do
about
you need
something.
the most, though, bro? What do you think you
My
need?
eyes, bro.
Would you much rather be blind or deaf?
Neither, but if it were to be that way. Look, bro, my sister's daughter is deaf, right? Like profoundly deaf in both ears. So we have a family member that is deaf.
Okay.
But she has cochleas in both ears. And she's living her life like it's golden, bro. She's going to school like a normal kid. She studies and learns and understands, comprehends, she speaks. In fact, she can read lips. She's to a point where if you speak to her like when her ear is loose and it's over the cochlea, you won't know she's deaf. You won't know at all. You will have a full conversation with her and you won't know. She can sing, she can hear the tune of the song, everything, bro. So with technology now,
Much rather
you
one not see.
can save.
Can you save eyesight?
I'm not sure if you can save eyesight actually. I don't know. We need to actually check if there's a way to save eyesight. But with technology now, you can literally save hearing.
Because as much as I love music, bro, I'd want to see. I think I'd want to see. Clayton?
Explain Stevie Wonder, bro.
I know.
But
I
there's
was
also
going to
different-
mention him, but nah.
There's
bro,
different
I'd
types of blindness also. There's and I was
vision
watching a video that was
impaired, yeah.
explaining it. There's
Visually
like
impaired
blindness
people.
where it's like foggy. There's blindness where it looks like you're looking through a small hole. There's different types of blindness. It's not. They said when you're blind, it's not to like when you're just seeing black in front of you. There is like different levels.
Levels,
of
yeah.
blindness, yeah. It's the same with hearing loss. There's different levels to hearing loss. You can get the way one where you like profound deafness, like my sister's daughter, profound deafness, and then you get the one where you got like 10% hearing, and then you get one where it's like you got 8% in the one ear and 12% in the other ear. But you basically deaf, bro. You can't hear. You have to literally put your ear against something for you to be able to hear what it is. So it's one of those.
But I want to start the show off on a good note. I know we usually shun down South Africa, bro, for a bunch that takes place within our country, and a lot's taking place at the moment, bro. There's been a bunch of just RIPs around, bro. I think it's okay. I don't want to say I think it's that season. I don't want to call it a season.
Did you say
or
morning to the
anything.
people there before we go in, bro?
No, 100%,
So,
100%. Now
Nate,
I'll
Snoop.
get on the comment section now, bro.
Oh, okay.
I'll definitely do so. But South Africa's under 20 team, bro, triumphed at the 2025 Africa under 20 year Cup of Nations in Egypt, marking a historic first title. Key goal scorers included Tabang, Mahlangu, Katlwano. Apologies if I'm butchering a couple of names, and Shaquille April, who netted the winner against Tanzania. So this is a big victory, bro. The journey featured a 4-1 victory over Sierra. You good, bro? Sierra Leone,
bro. It's just-
and a 1-1 draw with Zambia. So, yeah, broski,
Yeah,
South
yesterday.
Africa under 20. That's big ups.
Yeah,
That's
that is big ups, bro. I watched the game. I saw the
Oh, you
goal go
actually-
in. Yeah,
Oh,
it
that's
was
dope.
neat. Like that one you could have watched on YouTube. But like that winning goal, it was tight, bro. Because in the second half they came back. They almost they missed all of their chances, and they had a lot of chances. There was a guy that was playing for the opposition. His name is Mamas. Yo, that man was gunning for a goal. Yo, that man was trying to get in that last goal. Yeah, I was kniping. Plus, I was watching it in bed on the phone.
So Papas
But
didn't
to-
allow him.
My bro,
Papas.
Papas. Plus,
Mama,
that
you
under
said
20 goal is VAR, my bro. Like, yo. And big ups. He was man of the match, bro.
Of the opposition.
No,
team, bro.
our
team.
under 20 goalkeeper. That man is VAR. He was playing. Yo. I was like, yeah, this one we taking him.
Nah, but that's big ups, bro, to our under 20s, bro, for securing that.
That was a game. Oh.
Yeah, bro. Nah,
My
big
father
ups.
phoned me while I'm on the show. Nah, but at least, bro,
Yeah.
we have to be happy when our gents are doing well. Because
Nah,
we're always
100%.
complaining with, oh, Bafana, now the gents are doing well. I mean, at the end of the day, bro.
And plus, our national team also, they qualified, They might make it, they definitely will make it to World Cup.
that will be
So it's
nice.
one of those, like, yeah, ball is looking good.
Bro, speaking about sports, bro, it's obviously been a hot minute since we've been on the airwaves, bro. Obviously last week we had a guest on the show, bro, but there's just been a bunch happening, bro. And
So did you
I
say
don't,
what
I
up
don't
to the
wanna.
folk,
Yeah, I'm going there now, bro. I'm definitely going there now. It's just been a bunch happening, bro. Also in the EPL, bro. Of course, I don't think we bigged up our
We didn't celebrate. Let's
We
just
didn't ce-
celebrate.
100%. At least we lifting the trophy or the cup this Sunday against Crystal Palace, bro. Palace as well, bro.
Yo.
Beat Man City
Yo.
on. Yo, it's just a bunch happening, bro.
Yo,
Man United, I think, is 17th, or 16th or 17th, bro.
Dropped, yes.
Bro, I saw this one stat that they had 30 points in December, and to date they have 39. So they only clinched 9 points in 5 months.
Jesus.
That's Manchester United for you, bro.
Manchester United, bro, has been on a losing streak for a minute now, bro. So I don't know.
They're playing in the Europa on Wednesday though.
Yeah.
They created, but I can't celebrate that, bro, because Tottenham 17th as well. I think in the league. United
Nah, bro.
16th.
Let's just
So-
say if you're a
so
Manchester
it's like-
United fan, it's
So, bro.
not a good season for you, bro.
But,
No,
for-
it hasn't been,
hasn't
bro.
been for a while, bro.
Post Fergie, post Sir Alex
but a
Ferguson.
W is a W, bro. Look at Chiefs, my bro. When last, after 10 years, the Nedbank Cup.
little bit
It's a
excitement.
celebration. A dub is a
Little
dub,
bit
bro.
excitement. At least cheer him at least something that they can be happy about, bro.
And then you look at Pirates, their coach is gone now, so we'll see how that goes for them. I hope it doesn't go well.
Oh yeah, he's a Chiefs fan.
Nah, he's big on Chiefs. I'm Sundowns. Who won the league?
We don't count that. We don't count that. We
Jay
stop
decided-
counting
Jay decided to
Sundowns
start
winning the
watching
league.
local football. He's like, alright, let me choose a team that's neat. Sundowns.
Of course. Who would you choose, bro?
I don't know.
Sundowns,
Nah,
Chiefs,
I
or
don't care,
Pirates?
bro. Probably Chiefs, bro. My father likes Chiefs, so it's one of those things. It was
you're
influenced because he likes them. It's like,
Chiefs is still the biggest club on the continent, my bro. That Soweto Derby is the biggest tournament on the continent. From Cape to Cairo, there's nothing bigger than Soweto Derby.
Nah, that's big facts. But what's up to everyone in the comment section? What's up, Kaylin? What's up, Mr. Juan Horn? Nathan, what's happening? Yeah, you're lacking like Hammy. That's what Nathan says, bro. That's what Nathan says. Mr.
whoa. Well, okay, finish there. We'll get to that.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Lou, good morning. What's poppin'? And then Nathan says, I'd rather go blind. Can't live without music. I love my music. I love my music, but I don't know.
He
I'd
shouldn't
much
go
rather-
blind. He shouldn't go blind. He has to watch Manchester lose. He has to
100%.
watch them.
100%. But the thing is, bro, you do a lot of stuff with your eyes. You know the saying that you eat
Yeah.
with your eyes, you can hear with your eyes, all those things, bro. So, as much as I love music, I'd much rather want to see. Auntie Heather, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning. We have Mr. Marvin in the building as well. Good morning. Blessed of
Bro,
God.
Marv, where
What's-
were you
what's
yesterday?
poppin'? Where was he yesterday, bro? You had on a nice suit last week for Mother's Day, and then yesterday, I don't know what happened.
Gents, listen, Hamilton got 4th position yesterday.
Just one other thing. Don't worry, Marv. We're gonna get to the P Diddy trial.
Now we're gonna get to the
We're gonna
Diddy
get
trial
to the
just
Chris
now.
Brown one as well. So don't worry. We have a bunch to cover.
So
this morning.
Emmy hit
Good morning.
3rd position yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Not 3rd, 4th. And he worked his way from the back of the pack. He managed to get up to 4. But safety car helped him. Verstappen is back on the top of the steps. He was
course.
off the steps for a minute.
Yeah, we were waiting
His
for that.
cars and his car wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing. Those 2 McLarens are on the A game. Those gents, bro, these are like 90s, bro. That I think Lando Norris is like 18, bro.
How old is it?
He's like a
Hammy, bro.
kid.
Yeah,
bro.
he is.
Nah, Emmy's my age, bro. Emmy's I think 37, 38 something.
Uchak is very young.
Emmy's like a timer in that
I was
industry,
just
bro.
about
Because
to
the
say,
lighties
bro.
are like, hey, bro, the lighty that won last week or 2 weeks ago, he
Like
is
23,
like
20 years
they were
old.
racing. Nah, bro, 18. They were racing. He had to take off school, bro, to come ride, and they were racing in their town.
Bro, sounds like
It's like a
what's
kid,
that
bro.
always tongue twister, bro. Yeah, what's his name, bro?
Yeah,
Yamil.
Yamil Lamal.
Bro,
Lamal Yamil. Yamil Lamal.
Kendrick Lamar.
17 years old, bro. You gotta see this homie's trophy cabinet. Just
Already.
just won La Liga now with Barcelona as well, bro.
Yo.
Like
And he has to go take off school to go play.
17.
He has to hit
bro.
homeschooling.
Facts.
And these, bro, you must watch on Netflix Drive to Survive, bro. You'll see these kids, bro. They're like
So, bro,
multi-millionaires,
I'm
bro.
Lewis, I think Lewis was 4th.
4th, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did say 4.
I'm not so
Because
well.
the 2 McLarens are 2 and 3, and then of course Verstappen.
Yeah.
one.
Hey, McLaren is killing
McLaren's
it.
on the A game, bro.
Bro, what's like the retirement age when it
Like
comes to
I think
I'm
Hamilton.
not so well
no, not
versed in-
Hamilton. What's his
Schumacher.
name?
Schumacher
no.
finished
How old do they
later.
go to?
Alonso is I think Alonso is the eldest now.
Now.
Bro. I think he's 38 or 39, bro.
But
I
it's
think
more
by
or less
like
like the football.
yeah,
window
bro. Like
period.
by now, like
30,
Hamilton now
36,
is done, bro. I think next season is done.
Ronaldo vibes.
Yeah, I think
Cristiano's
next. I think
like, yo,
next
bro.
season is done.
Yeah, he's
Call
But
gonna,
it- call it a day.
he's gonna drive in
Pack up.
Dubai after this.
But Hamilton is like a legend in the sport, bro. So
Now, yeah.
he broke that racial barrier because obviously is the only guy that's not white. He broke a lot of barriers, bro, because of who he is. And then obviously he became a brand in and of himself. People wanted to vibe with him because of who he is. He just signed a deal now, I think $100 million or something, bro, for another sponsor. And the sponsor wants him as an individual. They don't want Ferrari. So they have to put the sponsor on his jacket and on his helmet. They're not putting it on the car. And it's causing a bit of issues between him and Ferrari because Ferrari's like, yo, we don't want stickers here on our cars that we're not aligned with. And but the sponsor says, no, we are sponsoring him as an individual because of who he is in the sport. So it's causing a little bit of controversy. He's unhappy with his new team. He's racing with Ferrari now. He got 7 championships with Mercedes-Benz. He changed this season is his first season with Ferrari. The car is not performing. The guy is not getting past 7th position. He's unhappy. He says the car's like swaying under his body. He's not confident with the car. He's unhappy. Last week, they made him give up a position. He was telling them crap on the radio because we can hear what he's saying on the radio, bro. And then they play it afterwards. Like, so he's unhappy with his team. He's not satisfied with the direction things are going. But he's fighting back. He's pushing back. They asked him in the interview. He was very blatant about it. He was like, nah, bro, these people are not listening to me. So he's trying to keep the team happy, but he's also trying to keep his fans happy. And as Ferrari fans and Hamilton fans, it was a perfect combo for us. We were like, yo, okay, now we got Hammy in the red uniform. It's like a perfect combo, but then now I can't get past
Yeah,
it.
last week he finished 12th.
Yeah, so there's no fixed retirement age, but most drivers retire between age 35 and 40.
40, yeah.
I think, bro, there is a specific... There's this specific time where you have to...
You start
there's
losing
there's
that
that
edge,
saying
bro.
in football, bro, leave the football before the football leaves
Yeah,
you. And
you
I
start
think that's-
losing
Aye,
that
but-
edge, bro.
I think that's across
But
board.
if you looked at that charity match that they had over the weekend, Ronaldinho is still a GOAT, my bro. That man of football never left him.
Nah, 100%. But obviously, as far as like,
Like
Just check out
career-wise,
Alonso is
career.
there.
Like if you're speaking about career, yeah, then
And
I
at
agree.
at the highest,
Yeah.
obviously, echelon, the competitive levels, bro, I don't think you
If you're
would.
saying
think Alonso is the
if you're
oldest
saying La
one.
Liga and you're saying Premier League,
Premier
then
League,
it's like,
yeah.
ish, my bro, if
Oh,
you're done, you're
but
done.
also with Cristiano, bro, I think big ups to the fact that the guy is playing in Saudi, bro. But the one thing that I would say he's taking a big L on is the fact that he still is trying to force himself in the Portugal national team, bro.
But his lighty must start there now.
So it's one of those. Yeah, I see
Aish.
his kid is playing for the under 15s, bro. Scored 2
Under
goals.
17s or
Who
15s.
did I tell you to search for, bro? Alonso.
Alonso's age.
Alonso is 43.
Arr.
Fernando Alonso. He's 43, bro. I think he got 2 championships. With him.
Yeah.
So he's the oldest now, and then Hamilton is 38, I think he is. But anyway, gents, what's been happening in and around before we move to current affairs? Yesterday was a glimmer of hope for the Ferrari fans and the Hamilton fans. At least 4th position. But the safety car helped him there. But it was a glimmer of hope. People were like, okay, at least
It's
he's-
better. It's
he's
better than last week's
7,
12.
8, 12.
Far
Getting
better.
closer to the steps at least.
Yeah. Let's hope the car is in good condition for him to at least get 3rd or 2nd. Because that
I don't know,
McLaren
because those
cars.
McLarens are fired, bro. I think number one, I think the first McLaren is already on 113 points. Second McLaren's already on 100 and something points. Then Verstappen is 3rd, bro. He's on 98
Do you
points
think
or
when you
something.
keep going at a certain age, and apologies, I'm on this whole retirement situation, bro. But do you think if you keep going at a certain age, bro, do you think it starts tarnishing your legacy?
If
And let's look across the board as well, bro.
If you look at Fernando-
I see Snoop Dogg dropped as well. I'm speaking across the board. Snoop Dogg dropped a
even
project.
even Eminem, I
Eminem
think
dropped as
at
well
a certain point you must bow out as the GOAT, bro.
as a goat.
Bow out as a GOAT. That's what made Park. Remember when we were speaking about Park?
Yeah.
That's what made him like legendary. The fact that he died young. So everyone was like still like yo, because he
Because-
died on that peak.
Because there was still a lot of career left for him. You know, like, yeah. Just think of how the game, like we always speak about it when we're comparing, like, okay, how the game would have been if he was still alive. You know, you wouldn't have Jay-Z, Bad Boy wouldn't have been as big as they are. They were, they're not that big anymore. Did it. And like, yeah, Snoop would have been, because they were homies, like Snoop
Yeah,
would have
him,
been still
Snoop.
very relevant, you know, in the rap game.
Do you think he
Dre.
would have stayed with Dre?
Who's that?
Park.
Snoop.
Park.
Snoop was with Suge. He was
Snoop
with
was
Death
with
Row.
Suge, but then Dre left. Dre left Suge. Remember, Dre was producing
Yeah.
for Suge. But then when Dre left because he was feeling uncomfortable with the fighting and all that.
Yeah,
and
because
He would have
Suge
still
is
produced.
and then
untidy.
Snoop must said, "Nah, I'm going with Dre." Do you think Pac would have went with him?
Nah, Pac was under Suge. Remember, Pac
But
was
remember, he wanted to
affiliated.
leave.
Wanted to
Suge.
leave though.
He wanted to leave, but he was affiliated. He was in too deep. Just before he died, remember the Vegas incident where he got shot, actually. The fighting in the casino there.
Yeah.
Like that time already, you know, like Pac was being Pac. Boris 8, Tag Life op die Mag. It was, he was in
You
an
think he was
untidy
too
spot.
hard in the back to go with?
Hard-headed guy, bro. Yo.
Which brings us to Dirty, bro. Have you been following the trial?
Do you want to eat on the Dirty or the Chris Brown real quick?
Let's do the Chris Brown before the Dirty. Dirty one is very complex.
Yeah, okay,
Okay,
no problem,
jumping
bro.
on the breezy then.
Yeah, Chris Brown, 36, is currently in custody in the UK after being charged with grievous bodily harm with intent. The charge stems from an alleged 2023 incident at London's Tape nightclub where he is
2023, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's actually a minute ago. It's from
Why now?
2023, bro.
So why they
And
bringing
then he
it up
obviously landed in Manchester recently, and then that's how they
Gotcha.
got him, bro. That's how they got him.
Why
Gotcha.
is it 2
incident,
years later,
yeah, the
though?
incident was actually in 2023 at the, like I mentioned, at the London's Tape nightclub where he's accused of attacking music producer Abi Dio with a bottle, followed by punching him and kicking
Did the
him.
gent die?
Brown was, I'll check here now. I'm not
Nah,
even
nah, he
100%
didn't
sure.
die.
Brown
He
was
didn't die.
denied bail on May 16th, 2025, now recently, and is scheduled to appear at Southwark Crown Court on June 13th. Remember, this is in the midst of his world tour that's
bro.
that's currently taking place.
It sounds
bro.
like there's something else going
It's
on
in
here.
the midst of that.
That sounds orchestrated to
Hulle
me.
lê hom 'n bumper.
To catch the 2 years after the fact, and now while he's on tour, they're trying to do that, bro. That sounds orchestrated to me, bro.
I have my thoughts on it though, bro. I think because I've been seeing social media and I see a lot of people are obviously free breezy. For me, it's a case of, bro, as much as you know, I'm big on forgiveness, I'm big on grace, I'm big on mercy, bro. But I think there should be consequences to certain actions, bro. What are you doing? Hitting a guy over your freaking
Nah,
head with a
facts,
bottle,
but 2
bro, and
years
kicking.
later, bro, now I'm landing at the airport. It's like, oh,
I think that was the first time back, bro. And these things happen. The same thing with
bro, if it
AKA's
was such a
death,
big
bro. It's
issue.
like going back to Durban, it happens, bro. Andrew Tate going back to Romania. You know how the system is. They catch you when you're there. So
but why didn't they make a fuss?
They were
about-
waiting
for
for
me,
the
bro,
problem, child.
For me,
Yeah, they were waiting for him.
this past couple of years, I've been seeing too many. Everything they've been calling conspiracy theories have turned out to be.
Facts.
This is actually what was going on behind the scenes, and then because you pointed out, it's like, it's a conspiracy theory. So for me, bro, especially with the dirty things and everything going on now, it's like these people are very like calculated with the way they do things. It's like, why wait 2 years after the event or the incident, and now the guy's on tour, you know the guy's on tour, you don't give the guy a heads up, he lands there thinking, nah, sure, everything is fine, next thing, police. It just sounds orchestrated to me.
That is a massive
It sounds mad orchestrated.
But in the case of Derry, remember, there's ongoing investigations. You can't just arrest someone on conspiracy. You have to have enough dirt on them to say, okay, now we can arrest you and actually take you on trial, because now there's enough evidence of a lot of wrongs that you did. But in the case of Breezy, my bro, like this is just one of those, hey, that's brother. Hy het genak. Ons kon hom nie gevang het nie. Nou is hy terug. Bad, en hy sommer caught him. But it's a little bit untidy because...
But they didn't make a fuss about it. They didn't say anything about it.
But for me, regardless of making a fuss or anything about it, bro, Breezy also needs to, at some stage, he needs to also grow up, bro. You must know this guy is a guy with so much influence, but also so much baggage and untidiness from the past that's behind him, bro, that he is obviously trying to get over.
Exactly,
But
bro.
it's
Bro,
like
because if you look at the mug shot that they're using, this one looks exactly the same. Like, remember when he was for the Rihanna case? It's like they're trying to tarnish his name again. Like they're trying to make him look bad again, just because of
But bro, I think you're off, bro.
I understand.
Okay, you're back now.
I understand the case of paying for your wrongs.
But
like,
what's wrong is wrong, though, bro. That's for me. Let's balance the whole situation out. I understand.
But
where
why
you're coming
are
from,
they
but what's
painting
wrong
it
is
like
wrong.
like
Let
I know
the guy,
he's
let
very
the guy
famous.
learn a lesson also, broski. Because if you just
This
if
man
you
has
let-
been in prison, my bro.
if you let
What
things-
lesson hasn't he learned?
but this is based off of his actions, though, bro.
Yeah,
It's like
like-
you hitting a guy with
My
a
bro,
bottle over his head, bro. But if someone did that to you 2 years ago,
I used to kill people before I got saved. Now I'm saved, I'm reformed. Now you come back with that. You used to be a murderer, you.
I think
It's like it's one of those cases like you're trying to tarnish my name after I've been reformed.
I understand what you're saying, bro, but I think in the kingdom, bro, God grants grace and mercy definitely, but there's still earthly.
People don't.
There's still earthly consequences. It's like making someone teeth, bro.
Yeah,
And then
baby
praying
doesn't
praying
disappear.
for forgiveness and so forth on, bro. The consequences
You
is
milk
my
and
name-
nappies gaan
yeah,
koop.
my homie, you finna have to go and buy X, Y, and Z.
But I'm
and raise your
saved now.
kid now, bro. You can't run away.
I'm saying Jesus washed away all my sins, my bro. Even the baby.
You want him to wash the baby
Wash
away?
away the child.
Nah, bro, there's still, but obviously it's complex, bro, and there's different dynamics
Yeah.
to certain situations that grant much more grace where you can literally leave the past in the past. But I believe there are certain instances and situations where,
No, definitely.
bro, if you done
But
messed
for
up,
for
like-
me, it's a matter of, call it out in 2023 or make a fuss about it. Say that we're waiting for a guy or we want to extradite him or whatever. Don't be quiet behind the scenes like...
But maybe also maybe
like,
the producer was silently beefing here. I'm like, yeah, he's terug. Let
bro.
me somewhere
To
go
me,
to the
this
police.
just smells like there's something else
let's
going
check.
on behind the scenes. Bro. That's what it looks like and smells like to me.
It always looks like that.
But before we go to Puff, do you want to end with Puff, or do you want to go into some of the local stuff?
I think while we're on the breezy, let's
Go to
yeah.
Puff. So this is the first week of
just
the
wanna check
trial has just
something here
wrapped
real
up
quick,
last week. I think it was the first week.
Yeah.
Cassie Ventura gave her whole story. She was pregnant. She was sitting there with a big belly. She's due to actually give birth probably anytime soon now. In fact, they were afraid that she might give birth in the middle of the trial. And that's why the judge pushed for them to continue doing what they had to do, because they were scared that this might turn into a situation where she needs to give birth and then they can't continue with the trial. So she gave her whole story. Oh, Chance, I must admit, nah.
Yeah, it is a bit.
Chance. It's unhealthy for me to listen to those things, bro.
People,
bruh, it's
and
more
then,
stuff,
and then
bruh.
people are saying shout out to
It's
Cassie's
more-
husband,
it's
bro.
more stuff, bro.
They say he's the simp of simpers that has
Yeah.
sympology or something like that, bro.
My bro,
That
that's
has
yo.
a degree in sympology. Because apparently, bro, he was on a FaceTime with Cassie while she was
busy with
in
the
act
gent,
My bro.
with Daddy.
He has a doctorate in.
But apparently they took him out of the court when
Sympology.
that came up. When that issue came up, when they started dealing with the issue, they had to remove him from court. Then they spoke about it, the fact that she was cheating on him with Daddy while she was already with him. But apparently they weren't married yet.
At which stage in a relationship do you call it quits, bro? I just want to play a bit of devil's advocate here, bro, because again, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. The incident that took place in the corridors of that hotel, that is wrong.
But apparently
That is-
that's the whole
that
point.
is-
That's what was happening
that-
all the time behind the scenes. It's just that one now we could
Bro,
see
there's
it on
certain
video.
messages that they saying that they saying they sing from Cassie where she was with the husband but messaging Daddy to say, I can't live without you.
So that's the thing. Now they're saying it's trauma psychology and victim psychology, and if you are a victim, you tend to want your abuser, and you apparently that's what the whole argument is now.
Yeah,
You
what's
know,
it
bro, I have-
called?
bro, I have
There's
a-
a name for it. Something syndrome. It's a country. There's a name for it where you
Where you want to go back to your
you always want to
your
go
abuser.
back. You feel secure with them, but you know it's toxic, my bro. You know, like, yeah, I might die, but
But
this
who,
person,
Oh, Stockholm
but,
syndrome.
yes,
but then who's that on, bro?
my bro. The
Again,
psychology of that.
I don't condone abuse, bro, at all.
Yeah, it's
Please
called
don't get me wrong.
it's called
I
Stockholm
don't
syndrome,
condone
where you
abuse,
know
bro. But
it's unhealthy and you know it's toxic,
at
but
some
you end up
bro,
going back.
at some stage through discernment, bro, you gotta call it a day. And that's why I have a problem with a lot of these Hans, bro, that go after these like F boys, bro. It's like, you know, in and of yourself, yes, just because the homie looks cool, got a dope car and so forth on, but you know he's
know the
past-
guy's gonna
you
slap you
know
across the
who's,
face.
who you going into relationship with, bro. So I don't know, bro.
Going into a relationship with Papa Action, yeah, it's going to show you.
Who has a mad history, and again, a lot of people are saying obviously she was 19 at the time, and
Bro, there's a lot of
obviously going in with
psychological
P
things
Diddy,
going
bro. Her career was obviously starting to take flight, so there was a lot of that influence that she wanted from the. I mean, you with P Diddy at the end of the day, bro. Of course, your career is gonna. you
But
can
that's
take
but
flight
that's the
to
whole point. There's a lot of psychological stuff happening behind the scenes. The fact that she was still young, the fact that she knew she didn't want to mess up her career.
19 is of
The
age,
the
though, bro.
fact-
19,
no,
19 is of
19 is of
age.
age, but you're still immature.
But
Compared
it's
to
of
a
age.
old uncle that has influence, that has fans, that knows how the game works. You in above your head, bro. You in above your head, bro. If you have to start speaking to a 19-year-old now at your age, you're already 31. You be able to say things and do things that she won't
Yeah,
know
wipe
she's
off
coming
her
or
feet,
going,
yeah.
bro.
The
You're still immature at that age.
The
bro. You don't
weapon
know
is
what's going on
manipulation,
around you.
my bro. The weapon is manipulation.
And especially if you in a financially
Yeah.
imagine imagine, bro, you were financially in a place where you got 5-6 million in your account. You have houses all across. You have a
That's
house
how-
in Cape Town, a house.
That's how this trial started.
Yeah,
Like
in
before he
George,
was
you have
caught.
money, you have a car outside. You can click your fingers and any 19-year-old will jump in the passenger seat. Now,
Sugar.
bro, you'll be able to manipulate. It's a kid, bro. It's a child.
I'll buy you an iPhone 77.
It's a child, bro. 19 is of age, but you're a
You'll
child.
drive an
You're a
AMG.
kid.
True.
You're not old
A45.
enough to understand what's popping in this
I'll
world.
pay for your apartment in so and so.
I know you think you matured,
Yeah.
bro. You see even with some of the youngsters you chat to whatever, they keep them big and blah, 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 but you can see you dealing with a child.
Yeah.
Even if you're
In-
20,
in-
21,
yeah.
you can see like the mentality,
In
the mindset is
conversation-
still like
in
very,
conversation too.
very, very immature, very
No,
juvenile.
100%. Like I mentioned, bro, I don't condone abuse. I don't condone untidiness, bro. At the end of the day, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
Especially up against a gent that knows how the world works. This gent has a private jet. That's how he's flying from country to country. This man has connections. Bro, you in over your head, my friend.
He runs the
Ah,
biggest
you
house
interview.
party, the most exclusive house party, basically.
He's friends with all the influential people in the world. He's friends with Jigger. He's friends with Khaled. He's friends with Kevin.
Booger.
He's friends with all the
So we're saying it's an easy yes at
in
age,
over
at,
your head. Bro.
at age 19. We're saying it's an easy yes.
It's
But
an easy
like,
yes.
yeah,
Look at
bruh.
It's like yes.
Look at the-
Can sell
look
myself.
at this.
It's
bruh.
an easy yes. Because
Yes,
of the-
bro. Especially if you want.
It's a sad reality.
Especially
It's
if
a
you
sad
want a
reality.
spotlight. Yeah, bro.
at-
That's what the whole Harvey Weinstein case is about.
Look at R. Kelly with Aaliyah. Same thing. Underage minor. Maar ze kind het geld. He is in the industry. He did the same thing. So that's the thing. There's promises that they make. And so obviously the young ones were like, hey, I'm good at this. I can sing. I want a career. Then they pull up. Like, okay, now come to my studio. Yeah, nah. She sees, it's lekker hier so. These guys are doing this and that. They're living this type of life. Yo, he has a jet. Yo, there's food coming whenever he wants and stuff is happening. They convince my bro. My bro, if you were married and someone says, nah, come to my mansion and you're underage, my bro, that man said, chase, steek uit by my mansion. If your folks didn't raise you right, you there.
Yeah,
How
I
you
was,
going?
I was actually gonna go a
How
little
you
bit deeper,
going?
just to just wanting to find out what her background
What the
is
upbringing
like,
is and
yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
If she has, obviously.
What's Marvin saying?
Never
Always
would
Bill,
have made it.
Bill Cosby on steroids. He's also saying Aaliyah was also a child as well. Yeah,
It's a fact.
make all your dreams come true if you bow down to me.
But it's a fact.
It's a sad reality. It's sad,
a
bro.
fact. It is a fact. And the gent with the money knows he has that authority. He knows,
Bro.
that's one.
There's ones
Ah,
where
that's all
Andrew
easy.
Tate is actually he's very honest. He said, it was an interview with someone and someone asked him about girls. That brother said, I can get 50 girls in one place. Just because I am who I am and I have what I have, you know they only here because I'm famous, I can make them famous. I can make them drive. Everyone wants to be a passenger. That's
true.
the thing. People are attracted
But
to
here's the
it.
thing. God also made men and women for the man to be the provider, for the woman to be the helpmeet. So what ends up happening is that if you are in a position to be able to provide like that, if you are in a position, it becomes attractive, bro. It becomes like, yo, I don't have to span here. I don't have to suffer here. Like Clayton is saying, that's what Andrew always says. He says, this woman that gets involved with me knows. She can drive a Range Rover. She can come and go as she wants.
On a plane,
She
go
can
almost
go on a
every
private
week.
jet with me. She can come on a yacht with me. She knows that if I'm with this gent, the world is my playground. I can do what I want. I can go where I want. As long as I give him 2 kids or 3 kids or whatever. And a lot of the women are okay with saying, nah, it's chill. It looks like a good deal to me. I'm going in.
Yeah, it's a tough world out here, bro. So
What Jesse's saying, he says,
yeah, he's like, and remember, which is true. I checked this out. He said, and remember, they don't tell you from the onset it's gonna be that way. They reel you in, and once you in, they start doing
Yeah, because that's how it is. They make it looks glamorous. You're on the red carpet. You know you got money in your account. Because remember, money is not an issue for them. Now you're struggling to pay your bills. You're struggling this. You're struggling this. Guy throws $100,000. Bah, bruh, you thinking and now you accepted it. Now there's that psychological part of like, hey, I took this old money now, so now I must smile with him. Now I must, because now it's like that, like it's gonna look now like I'm just using the person and this.
Yeah.
And then he'll also tell you, so you take my 100,000, you paid for this, you paid for that, you paid for that. Now you don't wanna.
Bro, I do understand.
It's the sugar daddy
I
thing.
do understand immaturity. Don't get me wrong, bro.
Uncle Lou has a comment there.
Okay,
It's a
let
nice
me
one.
let me get to this first. Even if you were raised right, we can't ignore how our attractive flashing lights and the promise of success and riches are, especially if you come from an impoverished background. I do understand immaturity at a certain age, bro. However, I do think you see what's happening, especially with the Andrew Tate. Even a 19-year-old, you know exactly what you're getting into.
And that's how they tried to mang
Let's
him
be
last
honest,
time.
you know exactly what you're getting to. Even as an immature person, bro, you know you're getting into something hectic here with Andrew Tate. Let's just be real. I don't think people are that dumb or that stupid, bro, not to know.
I think they know, but in the back of their minds, they're willing to waiver it, bro. They're willing to say like,
But why?
bruh, for the fame,
Risk it all.
for the money, for the traveling, they think this is what it is. Then when they get there, they realize, look,
Remember a few years ago where people were promised jobs in Dubai and what, and then when they got there was that whole untidy thing of the whole feces. They get peed on, and then they have to sleep with some rich Arab uncle's son to make him a man, and all of those things. Remember that?
I remember that story, yeah.
Same thing, like what Uncle Louis is saying. The glitz, the glamour, the attractiveness of the flashing lights. It's like you want that. Oh no, I'm gonna go to Dubai. It's the the nicest country, the best tourist attraction in the world, and I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take photos on this beach. I'm gonna be there, not knowing that the price of it is very high.
Knowing a bit.
Yeah,
Knowing a bit.
yeah.
I think it's a 50-50 there, bro. Not knowing, but also knowing it. But I don't wanna be
But-
on this
but
mic
even
saying
if-
people
but
are
think
are
of this,
naive.
not
are so naive or so.
People-
I think it's a
Jay,
50-50,
people
bro.
are not naive. People are desperate but not naive. Think about
You
it,
think it's a
because
desperation?
everyone knows, like, okay, now there's a cost to something. No one is gonna offer me anything for free. No one. There's no place in the world, no way you can go. Someone will say, no, just come. I'll cover it all. You know this person is gonna want something. If you take someone out on a date, you want to jolt them, isn't it? I want something. Oh no, come out on a date with me. I like you. What do you want after that? Either you want a relationship. If you are no good, you want something else.
Like that one TikTok I saw where the gent was like, I just spent 3,000 rand, come let's go in the back seat. And the girl says, I'm going home. He's like, but I just spent 3,000 rand. It's because he was thinking, bro, now after this, I'm gonna go push. And she was like, no.
Do you think honesty is the key from gents from the onset, bro? Andrew Tate is honest from the onset. Yo, I have 11 wives. This is the setup at home. He says some of my wives I haven't spoken to like in 2 years already. It's just like a hey, good job done.
In that case, that lady needs to understand her own compromises. Like,
Nah, bro,
ish,
that's
yeah.
that, I don't agree. Bro, there's many things I agree with Andrew on, but that is one of the things where him and I
Facts.
split
Yeah.
ways, bro. There's where him and I are like, my bro, there, and I don't agree.
Let's get Jesse's take on it.
Jesse Steak.
He was in the comment section.
You was in the comment section, bro.
On what now? What
I'd
we
love
talking
to
about?
Actually, no, basically your comment that you obviously, your statement that you made there, bro, with the old Cassie and Daddy obviously being 19 at the time. People are on the mics are saying no, she was immature and she didn't know at all what she was getting herself
she
into.
knew.
At all.
She knew, but it's
Dumb,
immature,
dumb,
bro.
For me-
Money.
Bruh, for me at the end of the day, you can't blame Cassie. At 19 you do know, but the way that people sell this stuff to you,
This man
bro.
was jogging.
Yeah.
jogging.
Hey,
This man
took a
jogging
run.
from home.
Why you putting on me? I don't know if you on, bruh.
But his afro's a bit,
Yeah, hey.
it's a bit too afro.
Yeah, just
Okay,
no.
just
Come and describe how he looks. He has a big F.
keep the mic so though, bro. 'cause
What
the
else
table
they
was-
showing?
That's what I'm saying. Men's so put camera on me. The whole time was no camera now.
Even
Now for
following.
me, we see it in today's time still even, bro.
Yeah, keep the mic just so, bro.
Is it
'cause-
loud?
No, it's right. As soon as you like holding on or moving
Okay, I
it,
won't
bro,
touch
then
it.
yeah.
Is it
so
fine,
it's
I
cool.
guess?
Yeah.
Are you happy now, Jay?
Loud and clear.
Are you
bro.
happy?
Loud and clear.
Aye, for me, bro. You see it in today's times even still. Like, people, you want maybe a contract or something. You're busy with photography, videography. You get attracted to the Gen Z. Have the stuff, basically. Your circle is always trying. You're always trying to up your circle with elite type of people. You want friends that... We don't... If I look at you, don't have friends that have broken cars and they're circling and stuff. You want to be...
You
You want to be in a circle with a gens that have money because that's what you aspire to have one day. So you want wealth and that type of stuff. So even in today's time, it's still happening. You just might not see it that way. But automatically you get drawn to these gens that have the money and that have these type of things. Obviously, once you in that circle now, then you can now see for yourself to say...
if it's like scandalous
Yeah, now you
affairs or
can
so
see,
forth
hey,
on,
my
like,
man,
hey,
These
Yeah.
ones are getting their money.
Yeah.
via-
Yeah, then you
Yeah.
can see. But then also, a lot of the times you know it's like that, but then you try to justify it still. To say, hi man,
Yeah, the
this is how
government
it
is
is.
corrupt
You know,
anyway.
yeah, the country
This
is
is how
corrupt
you gonna
anyway.
get
We're
your
not going to
tender.
make money either way. And if you look at the music industry, it's exactly the same. If you're not in with the his and hers, you're going to circle on SoundCloud the rest of your life.
Puberty.
Stupidity and all that things until you're in the circles. Literally, do people still use stupidity?
I don't know, but it was us, Clayton.
I know crazy of
software.
puberty.
I think puberty has 4K now. 4K now. Music videos you can download.
Right, there's a bunch of comments there. Let's check what Marvin is saying.
Yeah, man, this man is over hacking now.
Okay, Marvel is saying if the offer is to take the person out of the current situation, then it will be considered. Desperation, the lack of moral standards, and absent fatherly security. Deal approved.
Nah,
And
that's
then
facts.
Lou says, guys, this wasn't yesterday. The abuse of power relationship started in 2007. Don't mistake access to info that we have today to access to info back then.
But that's what I'm saying. What you saw
Yeah.
on that video, there in the passage, is just the
Ah,
part you
that's-
saw, bro. That's what's
That's been
going
going
on
on
the
for
whole time.
years already.
That was
And you
going
must know, bro. People say, yeah, she could have left and all that things. She tried leaving. Literally, that what's that? She left, and I think Daddy thought she had a thing going with what's that man, Kid Curry or whatever.
Then he went to go bomb
Then
his
he
car.
blew up his car. It's like whoever, and literally she says when you try to leave, this man tells his people go fetch her, bring her back. It's like what
Nah,
option
no,
do
you-
you have
you
at the
do.
end of
Yeah,
the
you
day?
do
I
get to a
leave.
point, I know,
I'm
but
still
why?
getting pulled back into this thing either way. So for me, it's like just as humans, we became so decentralized, if I can say, desensitized in a way where it's like.
But also, just by joining Diddy's circle, you basically sold your soul to him.
Um,
You basically belong to him.
But that's basically what the whole music then at this point in time. If you look
Do you
at
think, do you think
the
that's gonna come
Beyoncés
out on
and the
Jay-Z? Because I see
Jay-Z's.
they already starting to now look at Jay-Z what they have to say. And like you also. Come here also you, man.
Yeah, you must know they were duck in, they were brothers there too. Besties.
It's in them that him and Jay that blew up Kid Cudi's car together.
You see?
Make all the
Then
shit.
bro, you went to go blow up Kid
Yeah,
Cudi's
bro.
car.
Yeah, nah, Jay's been in the
Yeah,
industry.
bro, I've been in
Jay's been in this industry.
Do you think they're gonna come for Jay-Z, bro?
They definitely gonna come for Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Just go, but
We can't hear you, bro.
He says it definitely.
Definitely.
I think they're definitely coming for Beyonce and Jay-Z. I think they ready for those ones.
This man is manually turning a automatic.
Travis says they only got here now.
Where were you?
We're almost done. But for me, I don't know. The trial is interesting, but it's more sag, man.
It is.
Oh, it's more sag.
All of us funny things
I
Diddy did.
more sag. Diddy was more sag, bruh. Or is more sag?
No, 100%.
I'm sure jail is not a problem for him because he look like he then likes those funny things, bruh. Bruh, jail is not gonna be a problem for us, man. He likes all those weird
100%.
things, bruh.
But remember, he wasn't.
Can't
The
hear
mic is
you.
off,
Mic
bruh.
is off now. That man is speaking his heart out to no
Are we
one.
is it on?
Is it on? Is it on now?
Remember, he wasn't the one basically also doing the funny things. He had everyone else doing the funny things while he watches the funny things.
Apparently, he didn't mind also.
Nah, every
taking
now
one
and
for
then
the
he'll
team.
throw himself in, but when he gets to a point where he's duck, he throw himself out. He had the power. Then jail, he don't have the power.
Apparently, he has power in jail.
That's why they
He
say
has
he's so big.
what's it, commissary, where you can trade because obviously his people are sending him money. So then he can
Yeah,
trade
because
via the
money-
money. So it's
Money's
like,
power still.
and
even
they
in
trade
jail.
with, apparently they trade with like 10 fish. And like
And
that for
wise
them
and
is like,
things.
oh, I have to start a 10
Yeah.
fish and a 2 sly, I will in. So he can buy 10 ton fishes.
Yeah.
Then he can tell her once, okay, right, just look, if you leave me alone tonight, here's a 5 ton fish.
I probably will, bro. That's if a man even gets to jail.
Do you think? Okay, here's $1 million question. Do you think it will go that far?
I think it will.
Do you think they'll lock
I
him up,
think-
bro?
R.
Yo, right stuff.
Kelly is in jail. What's his name? Mr. Island.
Island
boy.
Epstein, yeah.
Epstein, they had to take him out,
Epstein,
man,
they had to
because
take
he
him
was
out. Epstein, they had to take him out. I'm
They
sure
had to
Epstein
because
said,
he had
look
all
here.
the files on everyone else.
If Epstein had to say, look here, look
But
here.
that's why I'm saying the
You'll
same
take
thing.
me for a
If he's not careful, the same thing can happen to him also.
You'll take
you
me
can
for a
end up
stupid and now
going to
take your
jail.
whole files out. Then he
Yeah.
says, zoop. Some of the camera wasn't working.
But
it
that's
was
what I'm
pointing
saying
the
with
wrong
very same thing,
direction.
bruh. The man can get locked up once he's in. Something
He
happened.
hung
again,
himself
he's out.
with a laken. When they look at a laken, there's no signs.
Because
That
you can't tell me with all us men's parties and stuff, he don't have politicians in his
he does,
his
bro.
portfolio.
He does, bro.
I'm telling you.
100% he does. Even with Epstein, remember they had
But that's what I'm saying.
Bill Clinton there. They had that
They
old
had,
that they had to take off from one of the princes in
yeah, the
London.
princess, yeah.
They had to remove in England. They had to remove him off the thing
What was
because
it?
they
Arthur, I
saw him in
think.
one of the videos. Bro, Epstein and Diddy, I think
Same,
they're in the
same.
same WhatsApp
Same,
group. Bruh.
same.
They're gonna have videos of all the people.
Definitely, bro. And that's where this man has his money from us. So
Bro, there's a that owner that was one of the male prostitutes where he came out and then he said 2 or 3 years ago, they said, yo, he just come from a freak off now. What. Then the people thought he was mad.
yeah.
Then he said, now he was with Daddy and Cassie. He was doing this and this and this. Then they said, this one is not
And in
alright.
the trial, it's now so.
Kanti. When the whole things come out, they say, it's like that man that was telling us that time. Look like he was talking the truth. Like, yeah.
But even if you watch that one, this man says everything. He tells you everything that must be done before you even walk into the room. He says, this is what I want to see. This is what you must do. All that stuff. So once you walk into that room, you have to do everything that he already told you outside of the room what you have to do.
But you know what I like about us, bro? It's giving me hope because the truth ends up coming out. Did you see?
But does the truth even help? Because now she came out with the truth. Then you have people like Jay and others that's now telling her that.
Me,
Yeah, you
Telling
can
her,
say.
yeah, don't come say just because you were 19, you knew what you were doing.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
deserve
Does
it,
the
club.
truth then help in
No,
this
I'm not
matter?
saying,
Even
bro.
if
I'm
you
not
still
saying
end up
that,
being
bro.
the
That
bad
is,
guy.
that is false, bro. That is false. And
Jay
again,
saying, yeah, you deserve it, club. You
No,
must
I'm not
know what
saying
you were
that.
doing. Why did you go back?
But for me, it's like, how does that even make sense in people's mind? It's like, yeah, but you were 19, what? No. Bro, this is all that you knew at the end of the day. You've been in this thing for 10 years.
so here's the thing,
You
bro.
need, there is a responsibility on you. You were chasing clout. You were chasing
But-
fame.
yeah,
you were
in the
chasing.
beginning, because you obviously thinking. Yeah, and then when you try to now finally leave and stuff, you get pulled back. Obviously, you get to a point at the end of the day, it's like, it's a lose-lose for me. If I leave here, I still get pulled back into this thing. So it's like, how do I get out of it? I just have to stay in it because I'm sure at the end of the day, you also end up thinking, if I leave here, who's getting hurt next? My mother. And that's why she says even in a trial, she couldn't tell her parents those things because she knew if her parents knew he was gonna take her parents out of the game.
You see
So
now
she-
there's the fear also of like
You
that's-
can't.
So
What?
yes,
What?
And
so-
plus, you must know she's walking with him when he's killing other people, when he's making orders
But
and
that's
stuff.
what
To
I'm
say, I
saying.
take this one, I'll take it one. So she knows also from behind the scenes. It's like this one. If I say something here, I can just see my mother's getting some pneumonia because that's how he was killing everyone with pneumonia.
Yeah, his ex-wife.
As he killed his ex-wife like that also. When that book came out, the people said, nah, it's conspiracy. Now when the facts are coming out, everyone's like, hey, it's like this thing is
But
not.
then you must also ask yourself, what all did she know that he had to take her out of the game?
But that's what I'm saying. Cassie's with him when she hears him making, like when he's calling shots to say, hi, give us one pneumonia here. Throw something in the
And
drink.
people are
I also
throwing
get sick.
her under the bus saying she now took drugs. Knowingly she took the drugs and stuff. She says, what do you expect me to do at the end of the day? Firstly, this man got me addicted to the drugs. Secondly, I had to take his drugs at the end of the day because I have 10 guys that's busy with me
Yeah.
daily. I have 10 guys busy with me. I must be doing this here to this one. After this one, I must be busy with this one. After this one, like that.
They peeing in her mouth.
They peeing
she
in
had
my
sores
mouth
in her
and stuff.
It was-
I'm
yeah,
obviously
that
gonna
thing
take
is
the drugs at the end of the day. Why is most prostitutes on drugs? Because they try to numb the pain with that type of things. And it's just how it is, bruh. But that's what I'm saying. That's how it is. You can't say she took the drugs knowingly. You got me hooked onto drugs. Then I had to be, even when she left now, she was on drugs through both her pregnancies. Like now, she had to go for rehab not too long ago again. Because
the
it's all
children
that I
alright?
know.
Is the children alright?
That's, hey, bruh. That's
You
what
know
I'm
that
saying. At the end of the day,
children
their life
get
is ruined
weird
through one
diseases
person.
and things if you're on drugs while you're pregnant or if you're alcohol syndrome and whatever.
You then hear in that statements and stuff, she says she even had infections and stuff. Then she says, hey, I don't think I can today. Then he'll say,
Then he forced.
are you sure? Then she says, no, it's fine, I'll go through it, I'll do it. Obviously, if I hear you sure, if I leave here, it's going bad. I can't
yeah.
get a clap and everything. I have to just go through with it. I have no other choice at the end of the day.
But for me, at some point I switched it off because it was getting too morsa.
Bruh.
It was getting too morsa.
And that's why also she only had, I think, 2 days. Both things agreed. She's only allowed to be on the stand for 2 days because she's still pregnant, and they're saying all the things that she's mentioning and stuff could put her into the stress. So it could harm a
she
child
pregnant
at the end of the
with-
day.
Now
With
with
the
the new
husband.
husband.
Now with her
husband,
husband, yeah.
They already have 2 kids, bro.
And her husband is most so he was Daddy must hired the husband to be her personal trainer. That's why they don't want him to also testify basically because he's been around the circle as well. So he saw what Cassie was going through and he kind of like thought, I need to get this person out of this situation basically. And that's how they ended up getting together. So yeah,
It's obviously extremely complex, bro. And again, my comments were surface level, bro. There's a lot to it. Of
That's what I'm
course.
saying, bro.
There's a lot to it.
From the surface, you can say, bro, why didn't you leave? Why this? Why? And which is what a lot of people are saying. They even said it in the thing. A lot of people might be thinking,
sorry
why
to
didn't you
now
just
mess in your mouth. We see it on a daily basis, bruh. Women that they're not even having to sleep with other men. They just get abused at home. They themselves, they struggle to leave because they scared of what's gonna happen if I leave us, man.
They then defend the
They defend the
It's like
What's
that
still with
situation.
someone with so much power.
It's like that situation where you seeing a couple fight.
Yeah.
You stop. You try to help the woman. Then she's angry
she
with
jump
you.
on you, yeah.
It's like, how about I'm helping you?
It's also just that thing. You must know these people. They know how to pull on your heartstrings and
Emotion,
manipulate you and
manipulation.
stuff like that. Yeah. So for them, it's like, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. And that's even people that's not even on drugs still at the end of the day. It's just the man's just abusing them, but they can't leave. What still now you have this man who took people
He
out
has
of the
power.
game. He has politicians in his corner. He has most of the rappers in his corner. You must then hear she even says in there, I recorded 10 albums. Only 1 was released. You must know I'm doing this because I want to get somewhere one day. But he also knows if I release those albums,
She doesn't need me also
yeah,
anymore.
she won't probably need me anymore. So I just release 1 album, happy. You record the other 9, nothing happens to it. You still need me at the end of the day. And I'm sure that 1 album was released when she just got into the thing.
Just to hook
Just
her.
to hook you now. And that's how it is, bruh. For me, it's just that the world is so dear mekaar. Yo,
Tanya, you sound like you jolt Cassie.
nah, right? You don't have to join a person to feel
True. No, true.
empathy for someone.
No, bro, and again, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. Again, going back to the Chris Brown situation, you weren't in Stu at that time, bro. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
You did that, bro. You gotta sit.
Yeah, and you
You
own
have
up
to-
to it at the
yeah,
end of
you
the
have
day.
to
Which
face
he
the-
also did. He
you
owned
have
up
to-
to it
yeah,
at the end of the day. He said, this is how it was. He explained his side of the story also, what happened. He wasn't scared to hide it. He said, this is what happened. We were driving. We got into an argument over my phone. She said she saw a message. She accused me of cheating.
Oh,
and then
is
she
this
started...
the Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Yeah, then she started hitting him in the car,
Mm-hmm.
in the
that
Lambo,
yellow
and
Lambo.
then that's when he switched on and things happened. But where so what upsets me the whole thing is people are, because apparently he got arrested now in the UK not too
from-
long ago.
In
Last
2023,
week-
he hit the guy with the bottle over his head,
In
kicked
studio.
him, punched him, and all of that.
Yeah.
At a nightclub.
Yeah, and then he got now arrested for that. People are making a big thing over that. Then you also had DDG, that Hailey. I think he also hit Hailey, or he cheated on her and then he hit her and stuff like that.
Oh, Chris.
Nah, this other DDG is a YouTuber
Okay.
and a rapper.
Okay.
So people are going at him also now. Cancel him, cancel him. My thing is, we're so quick to go after everyone else except this one person. We're quick to all the artists and stuff is going at DDG and at Chris Brown and stuff like that. They quick to jump at the other people. Yeah, but they still with this trial. No one's saying anything about a trial when it comes to people of other power. Like your other rappers and your other social media influencers and stuff. They all
It's
still,
obviously
bruh.
unfolding.
No, but what it
It's
is,
unfolding at
what
the
it
moment.
is,
They
they
involved
were
in the
saying,
things.
why is Jay-Z so quiet about this dirty thing? Why is Beyonce not saying anything? Why is LeBron James not saying anything? Because, and here's the thing, when I was watching Candace Owens about last year sometime already, when this dirty thing just started, and she was like, LeBron James is always the one, Black Lives Matter, fight for women's rights and blah, blah, blah. He's jumping on every bandwagon. And that's the other thing that irritates me about the celebrities also.
But
They
that's
jump
what
on a
I'm saying,
bandwagon
bruh.
that looks like politically correct
Yeah.
bandwagon. Like, okay, right, we're all fighting for women's rights now. Now I must keep posting women's rights and women's rights, because it's not because you really care about women's rights, it's because that's now what everyone's talking about and that's the thing that's trending now, so we're gonna jump on this. Do you actually care about it, or you just jumping on it because
I
everyone's
just jump
talking
on
about
it,
it?
bruh.
Then it's a thing of Black Lives Matter. Okay, right, it's a movement. Now everyone's like, now everyone's gonna put this thing on their status and Black Lives Matter, Black Lives. But in reality, if you go into the old life, you're like, it's like you don't care about the actual issues going on in the Kasi and this. You're just jumping on a trend because it's popular now for social media. So then Candace Owens said what? LeBron James was carrying on about Black Lives Matter and women's rights. This Jay-Z and Beyonce and them were making statuses and statements at this award show about, it's they were on this high horse that they were better than others. Now,
now when the
when
actual
that is now
situation is
actually,
there-
here's the thing now. Here's the
Quiet
video,
now.
here's everything.
Yeah.
Chup still.
And that's
Now
my
stand
thing,
for what you
bruh.
believe.
Now stand now.
Yeah,
Why
stand
can't
for
you
what you
stand?
believe in.
Because it's like you must
must.
start
Yeah.
that video of mine.
But that's also why I'm saying, bruh. If
Yeah.
other people with such power is so bang of this person, they themselves is so quiet. What's still you? You thinking, yeah, I'm just a normal person also in the situation. What's gonna happen to
But
me?
did you watch that Filthy Rich on Netflix where those women that came after Epstein? They're the ones that got him locked up.
Yeah.
They got to a point, bruh, where they
You
thought,
just tired.
screw us, bruh.
Yeah,
Do
I watched it,
whatever.
yeah.
Kill me if you must kill me. If there's a freak accident, it is
Yeah.
what it is, bruh. But me,
I'm coming
I'm gonna
after you.
squeal now.
But
I'm
I feel
gonna
like that's
squeal.
how how she feels now. But remember, in order to get to that situation, you have
You
to
have
be
to get
taken
out
out
of
of
it.
that situation.
And then that one woman on that Filthy Rich on Netflix, I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but then she had to rally the other woman. She
Yeah,
phoned the other
'cause
woman
they
on
were
the side
scared
and said,
also.
look here, I'm gonna come for us, man. Are you gonna jump on? Then she says in the beginning, others were like
They were
scared.
bang,
They were
yeah,
like, hey, nah, I'm scared he's gonna come for my family, blah blah. She got to the point where she's like, I'm not scared, bruh. He must come for my family, he must kill whoever he needs to kill. Me, I'm gonna say something now. And then when she took the courage and she was on thing, then she phoned them afterwards to say, look here, are you coming with me or not? Because me, I'm going now. And I got already the media on my side. I got this on my side, that on my side. Then when they started saying, okay, this one has momentum now. Then they started coming also to say, yeah, you also done this to me, also done this to me. Then that's how the momentum started building up for him to finally get to the point to say, because that man Epstein, bruh, he had the police in his pocket, he had
Everyone,
governors in his
bruh.
pocket, he had the mayors in his
Yeah.
pocket. Bruh, he was untouchable, and he moved like someone that was untouchable. Because he's the same like Daddy. He moved like someone who knew, there's no one can do me nothing here.
And we quick to attack us one person, but she's willing to come out and speak about it. How many other children can we say that was put into the situation? Because we're not even by the children thing yet. We didn't even touch the kid stuff yet of
still
what
gotta
he's
speak
doing with the
about
kids
Bieber.
and stuff like that, bruh. How many
Still gotta
other
speak
people is she
about
saving
Bieber,
just by
bro.
coming out with those things now?
And the kids that he used to blackmail the other people. the under the
Yeah,
minors.
bro.
Yeah. That he used to
Because it's
blackmail
quick
these
to throw shots
sickening-
at Cassie now and say she does that. But at the end of the day, she's taking the bullets now in order to save how many other
lot of
girls and people, not even girls, little boys also that's been in this
But
situation.
this thing is exposing the industry for me, because the industry in and of itself, like the points I was making earlier, where it's like we care about a thing when everyone's trending now, or the next big thing that happens on the award show stage.
Yeah.
They come up now, they're holding the award. Yeah, I just want to speak about, at the end of the
Yeah.
day, us as artists, we got to stand together and Black Lives Matter, yeah. Or they come by the next award show,
Yeah.
climate change is a real thing. The sun is burning our place, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. After that, jump on a private jet and then it emits, I don't know how much carbon dioxide or whatever they
Yeah.
say that is more than a jet of this. It's like, bruh, you don't really care. You just saying this because it's like now trending
Convenient,
to
yeah.
sound like you care about this. But in reality, bruh, you not worried.
Selena Gomez, what was that video where she was crying?
When she was crying. And
Yo.
but my thing is, what's starting to happen now, people are seeing it now, bruh. The general, remember in the
True,
past,
yeah.
bruh, when the celebrities used to say, and then everyone jump on the
Yeah.
bandwagon. Yo, yeah, did you hear? Did you hear? Now people are
Like,
like,
yeah.
take those ones, they say this, but they don't really.
Like with Heal the World, all the iconic artists
Yes,
come together.
bro.
At
Yeah.
that stage, a lot of people were still kind of
Like
brainwashed.
they yeah, but they also believe like, nah, this is a genuine thing. We're gonna stand for this. We're gonna stand. But now when the celebrities' dirt is coming out, like what they do behind the scenes, you're
Yeah.
like, nah, man, my bro, you ain't fighting for this and this and this.
Yeah, but the people also make up their minds, bruh. Because they're gonna, I can't tell you what's gonna happen. They're gonna roll now, Cassie, everything.
Aish.
Then they're gonna end up maybe winning this case. Then it's like, yeah, go Cassie, yeah, good thing. You stood out. You came forth with the truth and whatnot. It's like, yeah, but now the other day you were judging the girl saying she wanted it and she's just freaky and stuff. Now that she wins the case, it's all of a sudden,
Woman
yeah,
empowerment.
woman power. You doing your thing, go for it. It's like, nah, man, you gotta pick a side and stick with your side.
Exactly. Pick a
It's
side and
like,
stick with
yo,
your side.
like even this whole thing now with the Afrikaners, yeah, that's a whole other can of worms that irritates me because I saw
just
Matt
wanted to
Welsh
go
also
into-
released the whole thing about South Africa. I don't know. I watched 5 minutes of that thing. I put it off. I was duck nar. I'm like,
Even
man,
me
man,
also.
yo, this thing just irritates me
And they're
because,
saying things that's not really happening, bro.
bruh, come I tell you, ne, you can come at me now. The Buddha that is going is the Buddha that don't have money. They're the ones that's circling here anyway. You talking about you can because the governor spoke about no matter where you are, if you plant the seed in the ground, that seed will grow. Yeah, they know nothing about farming. They circling here. The farmers are staying. They have the money. They're not going. The farmers are here. The farms weren't taken off from them. They have the farm still. It's like the ones that is going is the ones that don't have money. They circling here already. They just going
use
here
that as a gap
They
to
use
say,
it as
"Wait,
a
here's
gap,
my
yeah.
gap."
If anyone else must get refugee is a colored person, let's be real. It's not a white man. The white men have old apartheid money. We were left with nothing. We have nothing.
Let's talk about the Boer
Yo.
and why they are where they are.
Yeah. That just irritates me when I hear that type of things. The Boer have the money. If you go to Neisner, if you go to George, the whole of Western Cape, it's Boer with duck child. They have money. Their boats is sitting there. Their cars is sitting there. Their properties is sitting there. Their farms is sitting there.
All the apartments on the waterfront.
Bruh.
From George to Cape Town.
Now what place can you go to?
If
when
you go to
a-
Clifton, it's just the white people.
Just one
Now here's the thing, back to the point you made earlier. You can go to the government and you can see black people living like that also. Not
Yeah.
all of them, but a small percentage of the ones who now obviously is now busy with corruption and nonsense, right? Then, but there's no place where you can go where you can say there's an area where there's talented people and
With
all
that
of them
type of
have
money.
yachts and things. No place, there's no place
Yeah.
you can go there. You can
Yeah,
go to
bush
George
copies
Fine
don't
White.
count.
Huh?
I say because if you stay in bush copies, you must seen as upper class. I mean, there
say
is
bush
bush copies. We have bush copies.
Your next one is Zozos.
Because you have a double story now in somewhere. Yeah, you have Charlotte one. That's for us, that is money. It's like, for us, that is money. The man don't even have a boat. He's driving a
Polo.
BM, a M2. He's like, yeah, that man have chilled.
That is paying off. He took it on 5 years higher purchase.
He's have skulled on it, M2.
And he's still paying off a double story
He's
also.
paying him off stuff.
Oh, it's an old one that he built on afterwards.
For us, bruh, that's what I'm saying. It's easy to say, yeah, the Burra does that. Look, obviously there is cases where some Burra is they circling, bruh. There's some blacks that is also circling. But if you look at it, yeah, that's why I love watching this whole thing with Ashley Sauce, bruh, when it comes to the universities. Because he just opens up a whole new can of worms, bruh. It's sad to see. This last one that I watched, there's this colored man. He have his doctorate, he have his masters, he's a chartered accountant, he have everything. There's black Owens that he must still go to and call boss and things. When both that black Owens that is on top of him, all his PhDs and things counts more than what they have combined. Combined. The CFO don't even have what he have. He don't even have what he have. But he's not in that position. And just bear in mind, just under the CFO, there was a position that opened up. He applied for that position.
It's not like he didn't
He was
try.
denied that position, and they put someone else in that don't even have the qualifications that he have. Truth be told, he was denied because he's colored. And that's how it is. He must now come to this other guy and say,
Yeah.
"Ish, look at this, I need this, that. And it's just the sad truth of how it is in South Africa. You have to have, even if you have the qualifications, because the excuse is, yeah, you don't have the qualifications. But even if you have the qualifications, you're still not recognized.
Still
Cash,
colored.
cash 22.
It's like, what do I
Even
do?
if you have a
Even
qualification,
if
you
I-
still a colored.
And then they ask him why was he not appointed a position. They say he don't have the skills. He says he don't have the skills. It's like, make it make sense. This man have his PhD, have more things than you and the other man combined. You telling me he don't have the skills? He's a chartered accountant, qualified. It's like,
But what do you think
But
about
that's-
this
but-
new guy in the DA, bro? What's his name again?
But-
Also
oh,
colored,
that
yeah.
colored
colored,
like
yeah.
the
Yeah,
also.
what's his name
I
again?
think something Williams, isn't he?
Nah.
Can't remember his name, but I also watched.
He's also taking the
like
guys
Ash.
out, bro.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is also why the things looks the way it looks. This is why the government is so broken. This is why when you go and apply for something, you must wait 3 months for the thing.
Yeah.
This is what, bruh, I always wonder, ne, if you, I don't understand how this works. Maybe someone that works there needs to explain it to me. Maybe I'm tripping or I'm wrong or I'm mad or something is not right in my brain.
Now we do
But,
understand.
but my thing is this, bruh, to apply for something, ne, that you must print a paper. There's a printer. I can see there's paper in that printer. Why can't you press print and give me the thing now? Why must I come back after 10 months, after a year, and after it's getting stopped 50, 100 times by a roadblock because I don't have my thing? There's the paper and there's the printer. Press print and give me the thing. You have all my information on the computer. You have all my details there on the line. You can just type in my ID number, press enter, and then my whole life is in front of you. What
like,
what
yeah.
do you need to confirm? What do you need to
I know
see?
the
What do
renewal
you
of
need
the
to
license, bro. The
know?
license card, you gotta get it after
What
like
else do
The
you
machine
need
was
from me?
broken.
7
I
weeks.
feel
bro.
What's
now, it's
stopping you from pressing print and give me the thing? I'm almost here now. There you have my whole details. This is my 5th license. Then nothing changed. I'm still the same person. We can go take a photo there. Maybe my looks has changed the birth or my hairstyle or whatever. But why must I wait 3 months for a thing that you can just press print and give me the thing now? What is wrong? The technology is of such that all my information is on the computer. the information is of such that you don't have to first go and verify something. You press enter there,
And
it will
that's
show
like-
you on the
those are
screen.
menial small things, bro, that has to be done within.
That can be done within
seconds,
2 minutes,
bro.
bruh. You can,
Those
I can
are-
stand
those
there
are
and wait.
majors, bro,
It's like what your license does. You go to the that they didn't proper. You go, but that also you have to go to a outside place. Like I always got my license desk from the post office. You go there, you say, here's my registration, so and so GP. Okay, they type it in, boom, there all your cars that's on your name comes up. They say, Mr. Hendricks, you have a fine on this car for 500 rand. You have a fine on this car for 300 rand. If you pay the 2 fines, we give you your desk. The desk is 650 or 700 or whatever the case might be. Your total is 2,000 rand for both cars. Fine. You have your card there or whatever. You pay. Even they used to do that where you must pay with cash because I don't know how they're stealing the money or what the hell is going on. Now later they changed it to you can now pay with your card. Because if you pay with cash, they probably put something in their pockets. I don't know. But now you tap pick. There's your 2,000 rand off your account. It's in their account. She presses print. She gives you both desks. Now while you standing there. Done. You go home. Finish and clear. Now what? I don't understand. Why did we have to wait now 3 months just to do? What were you doing in 3 months? What printer takes 3 months to print a paper that can take you 2 seconds to print? So for me, I don't understand. Even the information is so widely available. Even when you go for visa or whatever. Bruh, you can literally type in someone's name and press enter. And you see everything about that person on your screen there. Especially if you have access to those things. You can see this person's been flagged. This person was in prison for this amount of time. This person has this. You can see people's debt. You can literally see everything. They have access to that information. So
Yeah,
what must
because
happen?
every system is now connected to Home Affairs. So like wherever you go, you just put in your ID number. They have everything about you. The banks, Home Affairs, everything about you.
So
Your
why are
house,
we
your
waiting
bond and what?
months and months? Because they first want to give this one the tender, then they first want to, then this one, they're giving, to Jesse's point earlier, is that they're giving now the job to an O that's incompetent. But because it's the bra or something, whatever, it's like, yeah, bra, go register your business and we're going to give you this tender. You must give us a percentage of the money or whatever. Now they hire Tabo there. Tabo doesn't know what he's catching on. But Tabo got a 30 mil. Next thing you see Tabo's posting there with a Lambo. Tabo went to go buy a house there in a estate. Tabo standing there with his bras and does. Okay, Tabo, where's my ID?
Tell
That you was
Tabo, go to my office. Yeah, go to the window.
He goes to the window.
Go to the,
No,
okay, upload it to the
it's
cloud.
fine. Tabo, I don't mind your 30 million that you got the tender. Tabo, I don't mind, but where's my ID that you were supposed to print 3 weeks ago? Didn't buy the machines that you were supposed to buy with that tender money. Doesn't have an office, a place where you were supposed to set up. He couldn't care less about getting a job done. He's more worried about, go buy me a nice car and whatever else. This is why we wait 3 months for something that should have taken you a minute. It's
Because
corruption,
now they
bro.
have
It's
to
very
issue another
irritating.
tender for someone else that's competent to do the work because the first tender was blown, completely gone with the
And
money.
no repercussion for that. Oh, he's gone with that 30 mil.
Then we have Zondo Commission,
No,
more
but
money.
lucky enough, we have people like the Ashley
Commission
Souls, bro. We
inquiry.
have
Now,
people like,
bruh.
like that
Now.
guy in the DA, bro, that's sitting across these people and saying, okay, there was a tender for X amount. True or false? True. Okay, for that 30 million, I only see that 1 point something million was
Accounted for.
Allocated to this.
for that mini small stadium that you were trying to build that you said took the whole 30 million. You go there, bro, it's
It's grass.
bruh, don't know what's going
Lang
on.
Not
grass,
even grass.
lang
What
grass.
happened to
Bosses.
the other
Bosses.
28.5
Boss, you
million
didn't even cut the bosses.
in the middle of nowhere?
With
No.
two of that school
The
stands.
stands, yeah.
That
No,
school
no
one, that
toilets,
little
no
ones.
nothing.
No,
No
man.
And they
fence
say
that's-
around
that is
the
30
place.
million.
Ai, wacht.
30 million for that
Ai,
thing, bro.
wacht.
Like, we dumb.
Ai, wacht. Wacht.
Now people are asking the questions, bro.
Ai, wait. And meantime, you're taking 48% tax of my salary. To do what? Dude, what are you doing with that money? Because there's 60 million South Africans. You're hitting everyone that's working. You're hitting them half of their salary. To do what? What are you doing with that money?
Bro, just I think Clayton added up on these status, bro, with the whole electricity, bro. I think it was in 2016. Was it
Yeah.
2016? The
Yeah.
95.
My
out
bro,
of-
where the kilowatts was over 100.
For
Almost
100,
200.
$400, bro, you got 95, eh?
My bro.
In 2016. Now you're getting 20 something, bro.
My $100 there where I'm getting 17, bro.
Woo.
I'm getting 17. I put 100 rand in now. Tomorrow I must put again.
Nah,
No,
every
your
day
providers
electricity,
must
every-
bad.
No, but it's
Nah, my bro, 17 if I put 100 rand in now.
Remember the middleman and the bank. Who do you buy through the bank? Because the bank is also middleman.
I buy it on my app, most.
So
On the bank,
middleman.
my banking app.
So how much does the bank deduct from you? Must just check there. 'Cause
Everyone's deducting things
Mas
from
man,
My
you.
Slap-
bro,
slap-
But
for
they're not
every
giving
service.
you results, my bro.
not to walk to shop, right?
Eskom just needs to have their own app where we can buy directly from them.
Ah, they'll
Because
never
this
do
in
that,
between
bro.
okies are slutting us. Every service provider here and here and here, this one I switch, this one here and there. Here, you buy electricity, you can't even use your geyser.
You can't use your
But
geyser.
it's so,
You switch
so
your geyser
bad,
on your
bro.
powers now finish. Must my boil water in a kettle
The thing starts beeping.
and bath in a
Getting
Hey,
to a
bruh.
time, bro, $100 is gonna be like 7.
boil water in a
7
kettle and my
minutes.
bath in a zinc. How you gonna make?
Must let a Vascom. Skottel.
Nah, my bro, it's untidy. But I'm happy for Ashley and them. And I need to get this guy's name. What's his name?
And I was watching it the other day.
Yeah, so a duck chat now.
It's a color gent.
Yeah,
in-
colour
from
Color
P-
gent, yeah.
From
What's
not
his-
P, from DA.
It's not like why is I'm gravitating towards Craig Williams, but it's not.
He look like a Craig. He look like his name can be Craig. You finding him?
Nah, usually when I go here.
Somebody please tell us in the comments. I'm sure you guys know
Listen.
who we're talking about. The other colored guy that's like Ashley's source, they even keep on posting him also. They post him and Ash together always.
Asking the right questions to the right people
Nah,
and not getting answers.
Now for the first time in a long time, people are saying, hello, hello.
Bro, there's
hello."
a lot of things that's coming out, bro. You
Hello.
even saw the one thing with Pastor Kurt, bro, where he is in the community and he goes to the specific police station, bro, and he's telling the police people there, yo, I know where these drug lords are in the community. Those police people say, yo, we on the ground levels here can't assist you because I'm gonna tell you an uncomfortable truth. We have connections with those people. If you want to go out and actually deal with the situation, you have to go to a higher power.
What must happen now?
Fabio says Liam Jacobs.
Liam Jacobs.
Liam Jacobs, yeah. Liam Jacobs.
Well, this man said
Who is the highest power?
William Jacobs.
I don't
Remember,
know who's the next after
My
the
bro,
police, bro?
look,
Who do you
But
go
they
to?
all corrupt. What
Pastor Zakes,
difference does
you
it
have to
make?
go-
remember when Jacob Zuma came to Eldos and you did that speech, Mr. President, Papa, Daddy, we need you to intervene. Remember that
Yeah, I
speech?
remember that.
What
Yes,
happened after that?
Talking like Jacobs. You must watch that speech, it's funny.
Explain.
We want to know. That's iconic. Why did you talk like the
I
man?
don't know, bro.
You started talking-
It's him, bro. That energy.
energy
bruh,
on stage.
is rubbing off.
We want to know. Yeah, in South Africa, why do?
Listen carefully.
I'm like, oh, Zakes.
Bro, it's that energy.
But-
bro.
That energy.
But that's the thing. Remember, the
Was
police
rubbing
came
off,
in and they were there for like 2 months or so. But there was still no arrest made. There was just peace. But you know, like that
false sense.
false sense of peace. The drug lords were still selling the drugs. The people were still doing what they're doing, even with the military and the police there.
Nah,
So
but
even if
military
you
and
go
police
to the
don't make a
highest
difference.
power, nothing happens.
They don't make a difference. They can be there just sitting there. What use?
Aye.
The Owens find a way around it either way. It's like, bro. I'm selling this thing behind us. He's sitting there. I'm selling the thing here. He's still doing it.
Okay, cool. You get the police in, they're there, they're present. My bro, that drug lord just has to say, here's a 25 thou. Don't come for me. Nothing's gonna happen to him. The police are corrupt.
But they're on
They
the
got a
payroll
couple
already
nars
though,
in.
bro.
Remember, they got the police from Cape Town. the Cape Flats police, what the Kapanars came, they raided a lot of places. 2 months after they were gone, those places were flourishing again. I remember, I saw it. There in Klipsriet where I used to live, down the street, there was a place where they used to sell. I don't know if they still sell. Those Kapanars raided the place. Okay, cool. They just found some other way to do it. The guys have to now go stand on the other
Plus, if
corner.
they know they're getting raided, they're hiding the thing somewhere else either way. So the things that you getting there is maybe 5%.
The police called them from the police station. No, there's a brand, my bro. Maak seker julle move julle cargo somewhere else. That's what they do. You get the heads up. No,
So
we're
what's the
about
way
to
out here,
raid.
bro? Because now, I think we all know the problem.
Yeah, bro.
And it's irritating to think about it even.
From drug lords to no robots working in Johannesburg, to
Yarr.
potholes galore, to no street
Bro,
lights.
I belong to a biker group.
To dirty air, bro. Apparently, there's
Apparently, we're
people
the
are
third
getting
in the
sick,
world,
bro.
bro. Yeah,
They're
we're the
in
third
dirty air.
dirty
Like,
air in the world, bro. I think
Joburg
Dubai
is
one.
in
But
beyond Gemors.
Now,
They have to fix public transport for that dirty air to be cleaned. But there's
public
pollution,
transport,
water,
bro.
there's leakage, there's sewage leaking into our streams. You can't even go to swim where you used to swim when you were younger. You can't do anything.
because nothing was maintained.
Anyway.
Bro, I belong to a biker club. We
Standard
can't
of
even
living.
ride anymore, bro.
My
Every
bro,
now and then, he's hitting a pothole, his tires are
the
broken.
only place you find a park that still has swings is if the place is gated. Go to a public park, go swing, or just go look for cut grass. It's the state of our nation is beyond the president's repair.
Putrid.
The president has to also we need gate and
Nah, gents, let's call it a
we
day.
need action.
Guys, the answer is to pray for our country. We heard it yesterday in the sermon. So this whole week we're actually praying. Every night at 9 I go live. We're gonna pray
At 8.
at 8. Sorry, it was 9, but we moved it to 8 for the winter. And yeah, we're gonna pray tonight on the live.
Must let the 7 till 11.
We must let it
Dear
hear,
God.
but our auditorium is big enough to have everyone to come for a dearbid.
Yeah, facts. Nah, but we must let one. We must. So yeah, but for this week, let's pray in any case, and then Wednesday we're fasting. Like I said to the congregation, if you want to only go maybe till 1, 2, 3 even, at least just fast with us and pray throughout the day. Let's pray for our country because there is gonna come a change. We already started seeing, at least with GNU, there was some adjustments in the whole setup. So at least there's something that you can say something has shifted. Things are different now compared to what it was 3-4 years ago. The Ashley Salters weren't in those positions. The Liam Jacobses weren't there. They weren't asked so directly. They were just doing what they wanted to with no accountability. So it is different. There is momentum in the right direction. It's just a matter of continuing to pray, bro. Is what it is. Gents, I'm out. Anything else?
Let's hope the gents don't take the envelope and then keep quiet. Like in Tlantla Lux. Where's that on? Started off on fire.
Take an envelope, keep quiet.
Now, bro, where's in Tlantla?
I took an envelope, bro. Took an envelope. A nice
And
2
the envelope
million.
nice though.
Nice 2 million in
The
the
envelope
account.
nice though, bro.
Go off and start your life somewhere
Yeah,
else.
it's like, you can sort out
Okay,
your
my fight. Yeah,
fight
me, I
it.
got my money.
bought the house. They probably got the house.
Maybe his
cash
mom
and
was
all.
also threatened. Hey, shut up or we kill your mother. It's bad.
He's not the guy that protected Maponya Mona during the looting and stuff.
Yeah.
He said, this is in our community. No one's gonna come and break down this small. Shot at him, everything. Right, he was on the up.
Tlantla nene.
Now you go on Tlantla Lux, brother. Last interview was 2 years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Love you. Bye. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Tay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.